comment section. Microphone check. Hello, folks watching on Facebook, folks watching on YouTube. Kindly advise if sound is audible. A very good evening. Once again, this one will be the last live stream of the day, or will I say of the night. And apologies for the wrong name. The Ugandan player is called Brian Mpoza, not Pius Mpoza. His name will be edited when the live stream stops because it is not possible most of the time to edit the details of a stream that is still ongoing and live. He's taking on Kelvin in a race to 6 for a place in the round of last 16. Last live stream of the day. Once again, Kelvin is having a 2-0 lead. And again, in a race to 16, just witness a beauty of a shot. Very risky, but very accurate was Kelvin putting black first before his own objective ball, which is the red ball in a combination shot, for him to win that frame, which became the second for himself, leading 2-0 against Brian. And it has taken Kelvin about 5 hours of waiting just to have this match. Yes, playing in a tournament that has 64 players is so painful and tiresome, most especially on day number 1. But on day number 2, about only 12 players will be returning, and we shall be shooting from 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, and then by this time we shall be probably resting, knowing who our champion will be. A very big likelihood that Kelvin is making it 3-0 for himself here. By the way, he has been negotiating a lot of business with big Ugandan players, Kelvin. He has been negotiating business with Hazard and Kasosi. He wants all of them on table. He has also been negotiating some business with the members of Ibra's management team. So he wants to play with everybody. That's why he is creating time. Him and Mafia, not just himself, by the way. And be reminded that for this ongoing competition, Mafia has already been exited by Hazard. And maybe it's for that reason Kelvin wants Hazard maybe to pay revenge. The guy has been sitting down waiting for this game. Seems to be so prepared and so energized to take down Mpoza. He's the last Zambian standing in this competition and is going 3-0 up. The guy has really acclimatized in Uganda after losing that first match against Computer, that money match that he did lose $600 at stake. Since then he has been playing exceptionally well, I have to say. The match between himself and Ian, and then the match that he played with the Computer, which was a rematch yesterday, and now today how he's performing in this 64-man comp. It is so far very good on the eye. Kelvin 3 and Brian Mpoza 0. Rest to 6. Cyrus Masoti is saying Kelvin is not going home for Christmas. Yes, he's going to have Christmas in Kampala. Why not? He has had over 20 Christmases in Zambia, in Lusaka. Let him have one in Kampala. He has learned how to eat matoke, bananas, which are cooked as food. Not those which you eat as fruits. Those that are a staple food here in central Uganda. And we are in the district of MASAKA, where they are planted by each and every family. Then Mafia has today been eating a lot of sontoy. This side we call it nsenene, grasshoppers. And I know most of you don't eat them so much, but this side of the world they are a very big delicacy, especially at the end of the year, which is the season when they fly. And we are in the district that is the capital city of grasshoppers in the world. That much I can tell you. You cannot run away from them. Nkandu Grace, just tell me if you're Kevin's sister or something. I know you're supporting Fikoti, you're typing Fikoti always, but tell me if you're his sister, because I can say you share the name. Ichai Magwagwe, thank you for watching. You're asking if Ibra is still in the comp. There are two Ibras still involved. That is Ibra Kayanja and Sejemba. You'll be getting to watch either or both of them tomorrow, 2 p.m. East African time, which shall be 3 p.m. in Southern Africa. Here, Naila in YouTube, you're asking if Caesar is still involved in the competition. Caesar is at the venue, is watching this match and is still involved in this competition. So there are 3 Zambian people watching this match, the venue. That is Kelvin watching as a player, then Mafia and Mrs. Someone. Yes, Chai Magwego, you are correcting that you love both Ibras, but you love Kila the most. That is Ibrahim Sejemba. Kelvin and Murphy in the meantime are not the first players to tour Uganda. It has become a norm of the top African players that once you feel that you've come of age, you tour this country. Then you test your mantle against the best of Ugandan players and you leave them their home advantage. Kelvin did tour Zimbabwe earlier in the year, about 4 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, with not so good results. I think he played 5 races, won 2 and lost 3. But at least in a rematch, in one of the matches, he was able to beat Malvan in Zimbabwe, but lost 2. Blessings and I think Pakanati, and then Malova in one of the matches, and then defeated Malova in the rematch, as well as Sakala. Then business stopped. For now, he's involved in a 64-man competition, leading 3-0 in a race to 6, and playing exceptionally well so far. This one will be him winning a 4th in this kind of form. He cannot miss from that range. It is Kelvin 4 and Brian Mpoza 0. Chitoshi John Mpundu waving your Zambian flag. Thank you for watching. Should be somewhere in Lusaka. And I would imagine it must feel happy if you're watching from Zambia, supporting Kelvin playing this good. He's really playing this match at a very high level, and I'm very impressed. Actually playing like this, anybody can fall and fall down quite easily. But the table is also very friendly to any offensive-minded player. It really allows in balls. Shafiq Walusimbi go away. For once, at least for Brian, Kelvin gets to miss a ball. In the meantime, this match is being streamed on two platforms, that is Big Money Billiards Uganda chapter Facebook, as well as Peter Chobe Live YouTube. Feel free to watch from a platform of your preference. By the way, in attendance of this tournament, watching only as a fan is the mother of Uganda's new national champion, Bwanika Mansur. She's watching. She's born and bred in this area. So when there is a tournament or a money match, when it involves Mansur, she will watch it all up to the end. That was so close to Brian Mpoza committing suicide, losing a fifth. And at least he has a reason to breathe again. Second time in the match, Kelvin is missing a shot. I think this one will be 1-0 for Brian if he doesn't get to win this frame by making this clearance. In the movement of his white ball, Brian gets his red so close to the black for his liking. Will he open up the black? It would have been a very magnificent shot had he potted. He's just displaying his ability but not exactly perfecting it. He's one of the players who play in the local league, Brian Mpoza, not in the National Pool League, but there is an association. Remember, we are in the town of MASAKA, which has its own regional association. It's called the MASAKA Pool Association, which plays the MASAKA Pool League. He plays in one of the clubs in there. Something that happens in Zimbabwe, lots of pool leagues at provincial level. In Zambia, if I'm not mistaken, they have only one national league. And Kelvin plays for arguably the biggest team there, Eagles Pool Club, and they are champions of the Zambian Pool League, as well as the Grand Mchana Open Team event. Kelvin going for fifth here. Thank you. Praise Michelle Ngusha, enjoying from Dallas, Texas. All right. Not so many times do I stream matches. People watching from the USA, maybe you are the other one apart from Rachel Mbewe, who we are lucky that she's sleeping right now. She's not watching. She will wake up in the morning to start commenting, but at least nobody will be watching alongside her. For now, Kelvin is going for a fifth. And I'm sure we'll be wanting to put both reds to the same corner pocket on the bottom left. White ball rolling around the second red, and yet he misses. Brian gets to win a frame as Kelvin concedes frame number 5. It is Brian 1 and Kelvin 4. Love Sergeant, thank you for watching on YouTube. You're asking if Kraus is still in the tournament. Yes, he is in. He has beaten Computer 6-1 in the round of last 32. So Computer becomes the third major casualty of the tournament after Glorious, the finest player from the district, as well as Moses Mafia. Lots of big guns involved in the round of last 16 as well as quarterfinals. Talk of Ibrahim Kayanja, Ibrahim Sejemba, Banika Mansour, Joseph Kasozi, Caesar Chandiga. By the way, Ian is the other big casualty. He's out as well. And of course, expected that Kelvin will probably, and I say probably, be qualifying for the round of last 16. Most especially considering the manner in which he won those first 4 frames. That was something of an attacking pole. Putting balls like he has no respect for his opponent. After all, offensive players always behave like that. Brian Mpoza, in an attempt to win a second frame in a row for the first time, has to make this shot count. Putting one of the reds to the center pocket on the right, using white to split up the red frame, but has not to deny himself putting a ball in the next shot. If he does, I believe he will be good to go. He has played the longest match of the tournament so far, when he was taking down Ramadan Sula in the first round. Is the reason why the round of last 32 match between himself and Kelvin has really taken too much time before happening. Nonetheless, we have it. Brian with an opportunity to win a second. He'll probably be potting that red ball. He's looking up to the corner pocket closest to your screen on the right, dragging the white ball leftwards such that he can pot. Even there would be remaining red ball to the center pocket on the right, but by how he's dancing, maybe he will try just a normal shot, then put red ball to another corner pocket. Maybe he's going for the first option, just like that. In the end, he's a little bit lucky that he has a glove on the white against the red. Try and put to the center pocket on the left. That ball has to move the whole distance of the table, just like that. The pot is on. White ball moves towards the bottom end of the table, supported in its movement by Kelvin's yellow, as Brian is about to win a second against Kelvin's 4. Yes, where is the white going? Oops. He became a little bit too complacent and is losing frame number 6 so carelessly. Pius Mpoza 1 and Kelvin Fikoti 5. Okay, tomorrow Timothy Lutaya versus Joseph Kasozi. Good game. And then Wanika Mansur versus Rashid Wagaba, Dog City. Even a better game. And it is the winner of this match that you are watching is taking on Ibrahim Kayanja, the real machine. Even a much better. So there is a big likelihood that we are going to be watching the real machine against Fikoti tomorrow, 2 p.m. East African time, which shall be 3 p.m. No, it shall be 1 p.m. in Zambia. Sorry, guys. Yeah, East African time is 1 hour ahead of Southern African time. So 1 p.m. in Zambia tomorrow. If Kelvin wins this frame, then it will be Kelvin versus Ibrahim Kayanja, round of last 16. Brian Mpoza concedes the frame, meaning that he concedes the match. I am pretty certain that this has been the quickest match of the entire tournament, as the Zambian in Kelvin Nkandu makes very light work of Brian Mpoza. Final results: Brian 1, Kelvin 6. I wish you a fantastic rest of your evening. May the Almighty God bless you. Meet tomorrow, 2 p.m. East African time, 1 p.m. Southern African time. Good night.